So it's happened. The downturn we've all been hearing about is here, and maybe you're already feeling the impact. Or maybe you're just anxious when it's going to hit you. You might be questioning whether starting your own interior design business was the right move. Or maybe you're even wondering if it's time to play it safe and go back to a 9-to-5 while they are still around. It might be tough right now, but don't lose hope. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some practical ways that can help your design business not just survive, but also set it up to thrive once we come out on the other side. Hey designer, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm Simona, and I help interior designers grow their businesses and attract more clients using social media and content marketing. Normally, I talk about things like how to grow your following, how to save time while getting the most out of your content, and how to make sense of the different social media platforms out there. But with everything that's been going on, there's one topic I've been wanting to talk about, no matter what platform you're using, and it's how to promote your design business during a recession, what steps you can take to survive a downturn, and just as importantly, what you definitely shouldn't do to avoid making things worse for your business. Now, while every recession is different, there are some things that tend to stay the same. Consumer confidence drops, people take longer to make spending decisions, and their budgets shrink, or in some cases, get put on hold entirely. And what does it mean for your business? Well, it's even harder than usual to get client inquiries. You might notice fewer initial consults turning into full projects, more people pressing pause on their renovation plans, opting for DIY solutions, or scaling back their projects because they are worried about the future costs, or because they just don't know what's ahead and need to look for budget-friendly alternatives instead of hiring a designer. If you just started your design business, it can feel even trickier to get things off the ground. And it's not just you. Industries that interior designers often work with, like real estate or hospitality, can also take a hit. Fewer home sales means fewer staging opportunities, businesses might hold off on renovating their offices or redesigning retail spaces. It's like a ripple effect that slows everything down. And this all leads to a cycle where everyone is affected. People spend less, which makes it even harder to break the cycle, and it can leave you feeling powerless. But here's the thing, you don't have to just sit back and wait for the economy to bounce back. There are things you can do right now to stay visible and relevant. In fact, some areas of your business, like your marketing, need even more attention during downturn if you want to keep moving forward. A common reaction during a recession is to cut down on marketing and promotional costs, mainly because they seem like an easy place to save money. But this can actually hurt you in the long run. When you pull back on marketing, you reduce your visibility right when people need to be reminded that you're still here, still working and still relevant. It becomes a lot harder for potential clients to find you, and you could lose out on leads to someone who is still actively showing up and building their brand. Think of it the other way around. When others scale back their marketing, it creates more room for you to stand out, often at a lower cost. This is especially true with paid advertising, like PPC or social media ads. On platforms like Google Ads or social media campaigns, the cost is determined by demand. It's an auction. The fewer people are bidding on ads, the lower the price per click. That means that if you stay active with your marketing spending, you can get more bang for your buck, while your competitors might be still sitting on the sidelines. So the first takeaway from this video is this: do not stop marketing your business. Even if you can't afford to increase your budget to take advantage of others pulling back, at the very least, keep going. Stay visible. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't cut costs anywhere. There are probably some expenses in your business that you don't really need, and eliminating them could actually make your business stronger. Maybe there's software that you are not really using anymore, or apps that you're subscribed to but they have free alternatives. Or perhaps your studio lease is tough to justify when you could be working from home and meeting clients in their places. There will definitely be expenses that, if you cut them, your business will actually be better off. But when it comes to marketing, don't treat it like the first thing you should slash. Just like you wouldn't cut out the essential tools or resources that you need to run your business, you shouldn't cut out the thing that helps you grow it either. And if you really do need to cut your budget, make sure that you replace paid advertising with alternatives that are low cost or free, like social media, so that your business still stays visible. Because from a customer's perspective, when times are tough, people become way more cautious about how they spend. They take longer to decide and tend to do a lot more research, especially when it comes to hiring a service-based business, like an interior designer. This is where social media and marketing in general becomes even more crucial. It's not just about getting likes or followers. Now, more than ever, it's about staying on top of their minds, building trust, and showing potential clients that you're still here, even during a recession. And even if a lot of people who follow you aren't ready to hire you right away, it's okay. you can still introduce them to your business and keep them engaged with your brand. Recession or not, people still want homes that are beautiful, functional, and feel comforting. They might just need a little more time to make that hiring decision. Or maybe they're looking for a more affordable option that fits their current budget. And here's the thing, recessions don't last forever, even if it feels like it in the moment. When the economy does bounce back, the effort that you put in right now can lead to stronger client loyalty and more repeat business down the line. This is why you shouldn't stop marketing your business when things get tough. In fact, this is the time to get focused and double down on your promotional efforts. So let's get into specific things you can do during a recession to help your business not just survive, but actually grow and come out even stronger once things improve. Interior design is an industry that's fundamentally built on personal connections. And during a downturn, those connections matter even more. Networking and collaborating with other businesses or local communities can help you stay visible without spending anything on ads. For example, if your ideal client is a high-end homeowner, you could reach out to builders who specialize in that market, explain how your design expertise can add value to their projects, and start building relationships that can lead to referrals later on. Even though the slowdown might hit different industries, the high-end market may be more resilient, and those homeowners might still want to go forward with their projects. But regardless of who your ideal client is, networking and collaborating with others in your community is a great way to get in front of new people and expand your reach. You can network with local businesses like tile, flooring, and carpet retailers, paint stores, or introduce yourself to local architects. Think of it as building relationships for future referrals, not just about getting clients right now. It will take time to build trust with vendors and builders, but the effort you put in now will pay off in the future. You can also join local building associations or become involved in your local business chapters. Participating in community events is another way to get your name out there, like donating a consultation to a charity auction or fundraiser, as a meaningful way to give back and get in front of new potential clients. And if you're not very comfortable with networking in person, you can always start by reaching out via email or DM. Just keep in mind that face-to-face interactions are usually more memorable and have a higher impact. There are some really good reasons to focus on your existing clients, rather than putting all your energy into finding new ones. First off, they already know your work and trust your process. You also know how to reach them, which makes reconnecting a lot easier. If they had a positive experience working with you in the past, they will be more likely to refer your services to others, or even come back to you themselves if they need help again. In fact, when it comes to lead generation, it typically costs less to get a repeat customer to make another purchase than to convert a brand new lead, because of the trust and the relationship you've already built with them. For you, this could mean reaching out to past clients with a personal note, just letting them know how much you enjoy working with them. No sales pitch, just a quick, thoughtful email or message asking how they are enjoying their space. It's a small gesture, but it could open the door to more conversations about their current needs or the needs of other people they know. And while you're at it, you can ask them for a testimonial to use on your website or in social media. Bonus points if you go the extra mile and reach out in a creative way. Maybe send a handwritten note along, wishing them happy holidays, whether it's for Christmas, Easter, or 4th of July. Think about how you can add a thoughtful touch that will make you stand out in a memorable way. If things have slowed down and you've got a bit more time on your hands, this could be the perfect moment to build up your social media skills, especially in areas you haven't had time to focus on before, like learning how to create reels or setting up an automated DM sequence to grow your newsletter subscribers. Even if your project pipeline has quieted down, you can still create a bunch of evergreen posts and schedule them in advance. That way, when things do pick up again, your social media presence will keep working for you in the background, drawing new followers and visitors to your profile, even if you're swamped with projects. If Instagram is your go-to platform, I recommend checking out our course for interior designers. It covers everything from the basics to more advanced strategies that will help you build a strong profile and attract potential clients even during slow seasons. You might think that digital products are just for virtual designers or influencers, but it's definitely not the case. As long as you have knowledge or expertise in something that people want to learn, you can turn it into a digital product. digital products are typically more affordable than hiring you for a full service, which makes them a better fit for clients with tighter budgets, such as during recessions. Plus, they are usually much easier to scale than in-person services. For interior designers, a digital product could be something like a mood board template, recording a video seminar on a design topic, or even creating a short course on how to style a space. And while these products will likely bring less income than your full-service offerings, they can still provide some boost to your bottom line. And maybe more importantly, they can serve as a foot in the door for future clients who might come back with bigger projects once the economy improves. You can also take a look at your existing services and adapt them into new, more budget-friendly formats that could also work as digital or virtual offers. For example, you could create a 2-hour online intensive where you help a client revamp a single room. It can be competitively priced, still deliver a great value, and help boost your income while also growing your client base. Plus, doing it online means you're no longer limited just to your local area and can work with clients anywhere. And by the way, offering more accessible services doesn't have to be exclusive to digital. You can do the same with your in-person packages if you think about ways how you can break down your design services into smaller, bite-sized options. For instance, you could offer a designer for a day package where you spend a couple of hours with a client helping them put together a scheme or a layout rather than overseeing a full-blown transformation. Sure, the price will be lower than for a full-scale design, but it's a great way to build relationships with clients who wouldn't otherwise hire you right now. And if they have a good experience, they will be more likely to come back when they have a bigger project or refer you to their friends. Marketing is never really done. There's always something to tweak, update, or improve. And while some of these tasks might not seem exciting or lead to new clients right away, they will pay off in the long run by making your business look more polished and professional. So, if you've got a bit of extra time, you could tackle all those marketing tasks that have been on your to-do list for way too long. You probably already have your own list, but here are a few ideas to get you started. Join platforms like Nextdoor or Thumbtack, and make sure that your Google business profile is up to date. These are especially important if you're focused on getting local clients, as many homeowners turn to these platforms when they are looking for help nearby. Refresh your marketing materials and review your online presence. If you don't have a website yet, this is the time to get one up. And if you already do, have a look at what could be improved. Add recent testimonials, update your project gallery, and beef up your About page. When people are more selective with their spending, trust is everything. So make sure that your website makes your business look as trustworthy as possible. And while you're at it, optimize your blog posts for search engines, so they show up higher on Google or other browsers people are using. And by the way, if you haven't gotten into blogging yet, we have a couple of videos to help you start. Make your project photos do more work for you. Pin them to relevant Pinterest boards to reach new audiences and drive traffic to your website. If you need tips on how to use Pinterest effectively as an interior designer, check out our video here or grab our Pinterest guide for interior designers. Next up, ask past clients for testimonials and actually use them. Add them to your website, turn them into social media posts, and encourage people to leave reviews on Yelp, Facebook, Google, or any other platforms where you've got presence. And speaking of Facebook, if you're not already doing this, go through your local Facebook groups, and if the rules allow self-promotion, take a few minutes to comment on older posts where people were asking for an interior designer. The great thing about Facebook groups is that the posts there stay searchable. So anyone who joins later and searches for an interior designer will be able to find your comments. And even if Facebook isn't your main platform, and you're more into Instagram, TikTok, or something else, take some time to audit your social media profiles. Figure out what's working, what needs improvement, and put together a plan to move forward. You can also have us audit them for you, if you don't feel like doing it yourself. And once you've got that plan, batch your social media content, so that when you get busy again, your profiles stay active, even if you don't have time to post regularly. Interior design can be a very unpredictable business, even without a recession. Some months you're fully booked, and other times there might be no new clients coming in, even though you're doing everything right. But using these slower periods to strengthen the foundation of your business really does pay off, and there's no shortage of tasks to do. Now, I know that this video covered a lot of things, and it might be tempting to dive into all of them, but don't try to do everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 bigger goals, like planning your Instagram content for the next 3 months, and then pick 10 to 15 smaller tasks that won't take up too much of your time. This way you will keep things manageable and feel that sense of accomplishment as you check things off. Now, I would love to hear from you, so let me know in the comments. What is the first thing you will focus on to make your business stronger? Will you focus on social media, network more with local businesses, reach out to past clients, or maybe something else? I hope that this video helped you feel a bit more positive and gave you some ideas for how you can take control. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more tips and strategies to help your business grow. Also, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Okay, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.